I've been a Mortal Kombat fan for as long as I can remember. I grew up playing MK 1, 2 and 3 in arcades, memorising fatalities and arguing with friends over who was better, Scorpion or Sub-Zero. So when Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection was announced, I was genuinely excited. Finally, an official way to relive the classics, all in one package. But, after reading through the early reviews and player impressions, I'm honestly on the fence about even buying it. What should have been a nostalgic knockout feels more like a disappointing fatality. So let's break down why this collection has fans so upset. Legacy Collection is supposed to be the ultimate celebration of Mortal Kombat's history, featuring the classic arcade titles, some handheld versions, and even a new documentary about the series' creation. On paper, it sounds amazing. MK 1 through 4, mythologies, and more, all playable on modern hardware. But once people actually got their hands on it, the cracks started showing. And they weren't small ones. Fans quickly discovered that this collection feels rushed, broken, and strangely empty for something that's meant to honour a legendary franchise. Let's start with the online play, which is where a lot of players were most excited. Unfortunately, the online options are extremely lackluster. There are no lobbies, no ranked matches, and no crossplay, meaning the already small player base is split even further, and if you do manage to find someone to play with, there's a good chance the game will crash, or the connection will stutter so badly it's unplayable. In 2025, that's just unacceptable, especially when other fighting collections, like Capcom's, have rollback netcode and full-featured online modes. Then there are the bugs. Fans are reporting horrid audio issues in MK2 and Trilogy, missing announcer voices, broken sound loops, and random crashes. There's even noticeable input lag in offline modes, which, for a fighting game, is basically a death sentence. Some players mention inputs dropping entirely, or controls feeling delayed to the point where combos don't register. For a series built around precision, that's brutal. You'd think that a legacy collection would include everything, right? Sadly, it's missing some of the most important versions. There's no N64 Trilogy, no Mortal Kombat Gold, and no multiplayer for the handheld titles, which means a huge chunk of content is completely locked away. Even the soundtrack is incomplete, with missing or merged tracks. For £42 or $55, that's a tough sell for fans who expected a definitive edition. One of the biggest complaints has been the overall presentation. The menus feel lifeless, plain backgrounds, low resolution images, and barely any personality. There's no flair, no energy, nothing that screams Mortal Kombat. Players have called it lazy and uninspired, especially when compared to how stylish and creative these games used to be. Even simple things like button mapping and filters are handled poorly. You get one LCD filter and one hyper blurred filter, that's it. No real customization, no cool retro display options, nothing to make the experience feel special. It honestly feels like a bare minimum effort just to get it out the door. What stings the most for longtime fans is how poorly this collection handles preservation. Some assets appear to be taken from fan sites like MK Warehouse instead of properly restored from the source. The documentary, while interesting, features random streamers instead of key Mortal Kombat historians or community veterans. It's missing that love, that sense of care that you'd expect from something meant to celebrate 30 years of MK's legacy. Fans aren't asking for miracles, just respect for the games that started it all. Instead, we got a rushed, buggy compilation that doesn't do the series justice. To be fair, it's not all bad. The training modes are surprisingly robust, and the inclusion of UMK3 WaveNet, a version once thought lost, is genuinely cool. Some ports do run smoothly, and the history section is packed with neat trivia. There's definitely effort in some areas, but it's drowned out by the mountain of technical problems and missing polish. As someone who's loved Mortal Kombat my whole life, this honestly breaks my heart. I wanted to support it. I wanted to relive these games properly and preserve them for the future. But when emulators and fan projects do a better job than an official release, it's hard not to feel disappointed. At £42, this just doesn't feel worth it right now. Maybe after a few major patches or a big sale, it'll be worth revisiting. But as it stands, this is one collection that doesn't deserve a flawless victory. What do you think of the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection? Did you buy it, or are you thinking about refunding it? Let me know in the comments below, and if you found this video helpful, drop a like, maybe hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.